Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I don't know why sometimes I do these videos. Only I guess because nobody ever really watches them. But I do like doing them and I don't know why. It seems weird, right? I mean, it's almost like, well, why do something like on a platform where people are supposed to watch you and interact with you and like comment and like follow you and do all those things, but nobody ever does on my videos. I think it's so crazy. And I'm sitting here as I'm putting the hours and energy into wanting to work on this true crime video that I've been working on, as I've been putting the effort and energy and time spent into it, and actually almost making it into like a job that I'm spending that much, effort. I'm thinking, are you guys actually going to watch it? I know you guys don't like to watch these videos and so forth, but like the other videos I made, but it just seems like you will, like, I want to think you will watch the other. And all I can do is maybe just play it up in the air and see. Um and honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video as because I kind of want to vent, but at the same time I also kind of want to just I don't know, kind of get some things off my chest a little bit, because I feel like no matter what I do and what I post on here, it feels like it's not. I'm not saying it's not getting seen, but it's like nobody sees it. I feel like my videos get really buried. Maybe because I don't use hashtags, maybe because I don't share. I don't like, when I post a video, I used to. Every time I post a video, I would share it to my other socials. I would post it on, X. I would post it on Facebook. I would post it up on my Instagram. My Instagram does have my link to my YouTube channel, but like I said, I don't. Maybe I'm not utilizing social media correctly. What am I? I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I don't know if I'm in that demographics where, I mean, I'm an older millennial, um, but I resonate with more with Gen X. Um, and it's so weird because I feel like I am missing the mark here. I feel like, am I not utilizing YouTube the correctly? Am I not spreading or sharing correctly? I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Um I don't know if you guys have any ideas, or maybe you can help me out here, but be nice about it, please, because I don't want people sitting there and say, well, because I've actually reached out on here before and made a video before I changed my name, and that video's been deleted since then. But I did make one video, and I had several comments on it, and there were very rude comments. I've had comments on there saying that they're like, why would anybody want to watch you, or you don't look like somebody that I would want to watch, all, or you don't you say a lot, or you say a lot, or you don't stay on topic, or it's like, or you don't talk about things that are interesting, or because I don't push the boundaries apparently, or I don't wear makeup, a full fledged of makeup every day, or I'm not look the part. I'm not, obviously I'm not skinny, I'm not pretty, in social media standards. That's the point of why I'm on here, because I'm trying to help join that community out there that's really trying to fight those standards. If you don't like to see, if you, I mean, are you watching videos based because someone looks pretty, regardless of what they're talking about? Y'all can get past, you can get past me talking about things about that means nothing to anybody in the world. You can get past the uhs and ums if I look pretty, right? It feels like you would. And not only that, it feels like, yes, I realized I did a whole thing, and I can't remember if I left it on my YouTube or not. I did a whole thing, and I called it my dental journey. And I did this whole bunch of videos cataloging from the beginning to supposed to be the end of when I had really, like, what happened was I had a lot of health issues, and I still have health issues, but I had a lot of health issues, and I had to take a lot of medications and things like that, in my genetics as well. my teeth slowly over the years with autoimmune issues and everything, my teeth got really bad. And it wasn't because I wasn't brushing them, I wasn't going to the dentist getting cleanings. I took care of, I tried my best. I did. I went to the dentist. I did all those things. It still was like, it was like I was fighting a losing battle. And it was costing me more to constantly get root canals, crowns, extractions, fillings, over and over and over again, to eventually they just fail on me, that I'm going to end up having to get the teeth taken out. So I just said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to get my teeth taken out. That's what I did on my upper teeth, okay? You see, I had got no upper teeth. I do have a set of dentures. A little, I have the top ones. And there are photos online of me wearing them. And I think I have a few videos on here. I can't remember if I kept those videos or not, but that have those, that have me, shows me wearing them and talking. Problem is though, I also had a partial in the back because I have like no molars, and I had the partial in the back, and my anchor teeth, which the anchor teeth are like your regular original teeth, they use, it's like the metal class that goes around those teeth that holds the partials on. They just kind of snap in. I had those, and over time though, those teeth that were being anchored teeth have started to go bad. And so now so when I couldn't put those in anymore because it hurt so bad and there was nothing else the dentist could do, that I could not wear my tops because I need to have something to clench on, to chew. And so I had no choice but to kind of stop wearing my top ones. Over time I learned to embrace, this is me. It's been a year since I've had to deal with this. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully sometime this year, I don't know when, hopefully maybe I'm thinking about just going back and just getting all the bottom ones done. Get them taken out and just get fresh bottom ones. The only scary part about it is I know reality-wise is, am I going to be able to handle that psychologically? Because it's like, there's no going back. Once you get them taken out, there's no going back. If they don't fit right, and if they're uncomfortable, or they hurt, or they rub, or something on my gums, I have no choice. I'm going to have to learn to chew. I'm going to have to learn to talk. But I will have a fresh smile. And I got to hope that my upper ones still fit me, because over time, the tissue changes. So, and with having no support there, yeah, forget about implants. Implants are like $40,000-$50,000. There's no way you're going to get implants cheaper than that. So, in snap-ins and stuff like that. I have no insurance. All this is going to be out of pocket. So, I am trying my hardest. So, this is why I just embrace, this is what I look like. On top of that, having my other health issues with my joint pains, with my fibromyalgia, nerve, chronic fatigue syndrome, having PCOS, and also having anxiety, and dealing with all these other issues I have going on, both mentally and physically. I have been on other medications, which makes it also hard for me to lose weight. Now, I had a gastric bypass in 2008, and I did beautifully on it. And by year 3 or 4, I don't know what happened, but somehow I started slowly gaining weight, and I was trying to figure out why. But when I went to my surgeon's office to figure out what was going on, my surgeon couldn't figure anything out. He was like, "It's just you." And I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong here? Then I finally realized, and then I started losing weight again. Well, when I started losing weight, only because I was not eating, I went from one extreme to the other. I went from, okay, eating everything in sight, have surgery, to not eating anything at all. And now, literally, I was pretty much anorexic. I hate saying that word on here because it's triggering to some people, and I'm sorry, and I apologize in advance. But I did that. And I would have maybe one meal a day. The meal I had was not the most nutritious meal ever. Literally, I would live off of maybe some Cheez-Its and some some the brisk tea, the bottles. You get them for I used to get them like a liter of it for like 99 cents, like at 7-Eleven, and I would drink that and eat some Cheez-Its, or I would have some like animal crackers or things that weren't very nutritious at all. They were very calorie deficient, but I was also working out. I worked out like an almost an hour to 2 hours every single day while taking care of a toddler and cleaning the house. I made food for my family. I would, and I was also going to school at the time too, as well. I looked good on the outside, but inside I was killing myself. It got to the point it came to a head. Well, eventually we were on a vacation and I literally was passing out. I kept, I kept fainting and didn't understand why. And the found out I was nutrient depletion, that literally my iron had dropped. And then my mental state went into this fear of fainting, and it's scary that I literally was like, no, I have to eat. I have to eat again. So I started eating. Next thing you know I was eating more. And then I started drinking more carbonated things, which you're not supposed to do when you have a gastric. Carbonation is a no-no. I started doing that. Then I really got into the caffeine, and then it was like, and then we hit a financial road bump where I couldn't afford to go to the gym anymore. I had to take that off the list of things to afford. So I couldn't do that no more. And then I thought, what am I going to do? And I mean, it was like I stopped working out, but I was still eating. And I slowly, over time and age and stress, everything just built up on me. I'm almost pretty much back to my starting weight before I had my gastric. And granted, that was back in 2008 when I had the gastric, and this is now 2026. So, I mean, it's been almost 20 years. Go figure. But yeah, I mean, and I was in my early 20s at that time. So I'm in my 40s now, my mid 40s. And it's like, it's all caught up on me. And while my skin looks good, I've gained the weight, and where I've gained the weight is weird, on my body. You can see where it's stretched out some. I mean, I've got the bat wings going on. It literally looks like a butt where I put my thighs together. I mean, it's like they're skin folds. My stomach is kind of pooched out, like in the front part. It looks like it's more like I can put my hands on each side, like right here, and like it just kind of wants to. It's not so bad when I'm sitting, but when I'm standing, you can kind of, it's not, because the way my stomach is, it's almost like I created a whole nother ball where my new stomach is at, like it's stretched out that much. Could I go back and do a revision? Possibly, but I'm scared to do that because then I've already introduced a lot of health issues when I had the gastric. Before the gastric, I didn't have hardly any health issues besides my weight. I didn't have high blood pressure. I wasn't pre-diabetic. I didn't have joint pains I didn't have any of that stuff. It was just weight, and I just couldn't get it off. And my whole family was kind of overweight. So it was like, it was a genetic predisposition factor. So, and I was trying to break that cycle, and I wanted to be there for my daughter. Well, now my daughter is she's, almost 20 now. So, I mean, it's kind of like I'm trying to get to the point where now my daughter is like, in college, and she's our one and only, and it's just my husband and and my husband's now starting to take an effect. As my husband's not, obviously, he's not skinny himself, but he's not way overweight either. I mean, I'm bigger than he is, but he has gotten to the point where he's starting to wanting to change his thing, and he isn't pushing it on me. He's like, hey, what do you want for dinner? Because he likes to cook, so he'll make dinner and stuff. He's like, hey, what do you want to eat? Because he'll over here is like, I'm gonna eat my salad or whatever it is, but what do you want to eat? And he'll just make me whatever if I want. And it's like, and I really hate, because a lot of this I could eat better, but it's hard for me to eat better when I don't have my teeth issues. And I feel like if I can get the teeth problem worked out, yes, I can pick up a carrot stick. I can eat raw vegetables. I miss eating raw vegetables and fruits. I miss eating crunchy, hard things. I barely can eat crackers. So to eat hard things, I can't really eat chips. I barely can get through popcorn, if that. It's like I cannot have anything raw. Like when he was like, I'm gonna make some, some vegetables to go with the chicken or whatever it is. I have to tell him, make sure they're really cooked all the way through. You can't just blanch them and then, and then they'll still be kind of, crunchy, but not too crunchy. So you still get the full nutrient value of the the vegetable, but it's kind of warm because so it's kind of cooked in a way, or just raw. And I'm so jealous because he can still eat those things and I can't. And I feel like, what's the point of me eating fresh vegetables and fruit if everything is, I have to cook it. It has to be soft. It has to be, in order to soften it, I'm literally pureeing it, or I'm literally going to have to eat it in a soup. By that point, the nutrient value is gone. So it's, what am I doing? I do have protein shakes in there. So, I mean, I could make protein shakes, and I do have some frozen fruits that I can put in there but who wants to live off of shakes? I mean, no one wants to live off shakes. The idea is to be able to eat food, and I don't want to sit there and live off of shakes. So, but I also don't want to be having to buy everything that's processed either. So I miss going to the produce aisle and just saying, hey, I need a head of broccoli. Hey, I need 3 or 4 apples. And I can just pick up an apple, wash it, cut it up in pieces, and just eat it while I'm watching a movie. I used to do that. I used to be able to do that. I cannot do that. I can't even, I'm like a toddler with no teeth. I am literally going to have to nod. It's not working for me. It's so frustrating trying to eat it that I just don't want to eat it. And therefore, but I'm still hungry or I'm still needing something and I can't. And I tried all these other diet plans and everything. Like I said, I was trying the Mayo Clinic. I think it was called Mayo Clinic. Anyways, I signed up for that. I'm trying to work with them because I'm actually thinking I'm really trying to cancel it. I've only been on it for about a month and I can't figure that whole app at all. I had tried, I thought it was going to be great because I thought, okay, good. They give you a grocery list and tell me what foods to eat. But I put on there, I can't have nuts because I can't chew them. I can't have raw vegetables and stuff like that. There's certain things I cannot have and I can't do. It's not that I won't, it's that I can't. And I'm trying, and it won't let me swap out certain things. And not only that, but I'm like, when I tell them that I can't do these things, it doesn't give me any other option. So I'm paying like $20 a month for, then I still have like another, I still have until 2027. I have a whole year. I'm locked in. I have to pay $20 a month for an app or for a diet that I cannot use. The reason I got it because I thought that I could be able to do this. They wouldn't let you, there was no really trial. So it wasn't like I can try it out, see if it's something I can do before buying. And I already paid for 1 month and I'm about to be charged another month, and I had to send them an email and ask them, request them, see if they can just get it taken, see if they can just this is an extenuating circumstances. I'm not going to be able to do. It's not one app is not very user friendly. It looked user friendly, but it's not. And I found out on their Facebook group that's private, because it's only for people that are a part of it. A lot of people have complained about a little bit about that, but how they're asking, how do you switch this and that? I can't figure out the app. How does it work? I can't do anything with the foods. It's confusing me. Yeah. And it's so crazy. Not only that, but they actually give you this whole big old long list, and it's not really budget friendly, but they give you this whole long list to go buy you things. And it's foods. Yes, you can find it everyday grocery stores, but you're literally going to have to empty out everything out of your kitchen and go buy everything they tell you to buy. So you have no choice but to eat what they gave you. And the good thing about the app is that you can't pick how many people. Is it for one person, for 2 people, and that you're making these meals for? Obviously, I picked one. But what I also don't like about it is that it says, oh, you want to do it for all meals or just dinner only? Well, what if I just want lunch? I'll probably have a protein shake for breakfast, and then my husband and I will figure out dinner, but I just want something that's diet friendly for lunch. It won't give me that option. You either do all the meals or you do dinner only. Yes, I can take whatever I make for dinner and eat that for lunch, but what if the calorie and everything that's in it, is it going to work with me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know how well that works. Plus, it also says, do you want it for 7 days or do you want it for 3 days? Like, what? So I don't know. It's not. There's not. It's not very. There's you really have no options. There's not a lot of options on there, and I'm thinking I can do Weight Watchers again because I've done them before and they weren't that bad. I did lose a couple pounds on that. I thought about getting back on that one. And it's like, and I could just do the basic. It's called Core Program. I don't know what they're trying to do with Weight Watchers. They're just trying to revamp it, but I didn't do too bad on that one, and it's like $12 a month. I could do that. I don't want the shots. I don't want the Ozempic, whatever you want to call them. I don't GPL ones or whatever it is. I don't need that. Those things I've heard so many horror stories. If it works for you, great. I'm not trying to knock it. If it works for you, good. But that's something I don't want to deal with. Not only that, I don't have that budget because my insurance will not cover it. So I do not want to deal with that. I'm not, that's a whole nother big bill. I'm going to pay every month for a shot. So I'm staying away from that. So I want to do it kind of on my own. I think I may sign up with Weight Watchers again and just try them again. Problem with the Weight Watchers is that they don't give you the grocery list. You kind of have to wing it. I'm honestly, I thought about doing this Weight Watchers along with the Mediterranean diet. I can easily be a pescatarian. I love seafood. I love all kinds of fish. I love, I like chicken. It works good, and they do a lot of vegetables and fruits that goes with it. Even though some of it's raw, I can just work with it and kind of cook it and just kind of go around, until I can get my teeth done. I can work with that. Problem is though is I'm thinking about going to the library, the public library, because I know they got so many like books out there before I buy one and actually look into the Mediterranean diet and actually look and read more about it and actually try a couple recipes in the books and see if I like it. And if I like a certain book, I may actually buy it and use it along with Weight Watchers. Now I've tried Noom. I don't mind going back with Noom. The only thing with Noom I don't like is the psychological part of it is that you're literally stuck sitting there. They tell you to sit for 5 to 10 minutes. You're literally reading paragraphs and then they quiz you. I don't want to sit here and read paragraphs. I don't really care. Just tell me what I need to do. Let me track my stuff and let me move on my day. Noom, I really did more of a yo-yo with them with my weight. So I don't think it's really worth it. If people do it, some people it works, some people doesn't. For me, it doesn't really do the best for me. It more frustrates me than anything because I feel like I'm being more having to sit there do a lot more. I'm doing more reading than I am working out, and that's what it feels like. They say it's based more on psychology than it is about physical, and I don't need to retrain my thoughts. I don't need to retrain because I don't stress eat. I don't emotionally eat. I eat whenever I'm hungry, and sometimes I accidentally skip a meal because, I wasn't hungry or I got busy doing something else. I'm not an emotional eater. I don't need to know, and I know the things I need to eat. I know the right things to do. I know this in my head. It's just applying it. So I need more of the physical than I need the emotional. So I don't think Noom is a great setup for me. Plus, right now, I can't figure this out. But they say that you can pay a monthly fee, like a monthly payment to them versus paying it out annual. But when I almost signed up with it last night just to look, and I got all the way to the payment part, the only option they gave me was to pay it up a year up front, $200 a year. And I'm like, I'm not giving you $200 right now. I don't have $200 right now. I mean, I do, but I'm not giving it to them, not for this one thing. That money's already counted for bills and whatever else. So I'm like, I'm not giving you that money. So I can't figure out why it wouldn't give me a payment, like a monthly option versus annual option. So before that, I'm not going to go with Noom. I think I will sign up for Weight Watchers. I think I'm going to sign up for them today or tomorrow. I don't know. I thought about trying. My insurance will help pay for a nutritionist or a dietitian, but I have to go in person to an actual office and actually sit down and talk with them and everything. That's going to be my last resort. If this does not work, or if I can't lose some weight on this, my game plan is using the Mediterranean diet and using the Weight Watchers plan, then I'm going to, for tracking and so forth. If it doesn't work, then my next resort will probably just contact the dietitian or a nutritionist, and that takes my insurance, and then and then go from there and go in person and actually be held accountable in person. All I know is though I can't keep going the way I'm going, because I think some of my ailments, I'm not saying all my ailments are because I'm fat, because that's not all true, because I did put a video about that, and I'm it's crazy. But I do think that it does exacerbate things a little bit worse. So I know I'd feel better and more confident, because I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of having, I'm wondering, oh my gosh, I would like to buy this thing, but max weight is 275, max weight is 300, and I'm like, well, I can't get that. You know what I mean? And it's sad. And I'm like, why can't I buy that? I literally have to put in like 400 or 500 pounds, something like that, just so I can know it's definitely gonna cover my weight. I don't want to deal with that. I don't know if I'm going to track everything on here. I want to track on here, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to probably just go on. I'm just going to wing it probably. This video will probably be a separate playlist. I decided. I think I'm going to make this video a separate playlist. I'm going to make it as just my weight loss journey playlist. And if you want to follow me, it's great. I probably won't call out numbers on here, like, like my inches and stuff, but I will measure my inches. I will measure, my arms. I will measure the fullest part of my stomach and my hips and my thighs. I will measure those things with the tape measure that I have. It's like one that you do when you measure for clothes and stuff. I will use that, and I do have a scale that's a Bluetooth scale that hooks up to an app, so I'll have that as well. And I have my Fitbit, which I can also use that as well. And yeah, so I think I have all these elements in place, and I did get a walking pad. I got a deer run for Christmas. My daughter loves me, my freshman daughter. She was a sweetheart. She actually bought the one big gift that I didn't think I was going to get for Christmas, and she bought it for me. So I'm going to put it to use. I'm going to start walking on that. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I'm going to try to do, the goal is to do at least a minimum 30 minutes a day, which I'm going to do 10 minutes at every meal. So that's my goal. 10 minutes at breakfast, 10 minutes at lunch, and 10 minutes around dinner time. Walking on it. Even if it's at a slow pace, at least I'm moving, I'm walking. I need to anyway, since I've started a progesterone tablets from my OBGYN. And some of the side effects could be a blood clotting. So I want to make sure I'm not so sedentary. So I need to make sure I'm going to keep hydrated, keep drinking plenty of water, keep my salt tablets because of POTS. Because I have to deal with that too. And I do have some light weights, so I may incorporate that as well. My goal is eventually to do some light weights, do that. I have been looking into these little Pilates boards. I've been seeing them everywhere on my feeds. Different people, I guess they're promoting it, and they have their own links, and some are different pricing. Some have I've seen as low as $69 to as high as $150. So, but they look like the same board. I don't know, but I'm looking into it. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's ideally been mostly purple, and it comes with these little slider things. You kind of go like this on it. You lay on your stomach and you do that, and then you have the little the cords, the resistant band cords, and just things along those lines. I have been looking into those. I'm thinking about getting one. I don't know if I'm going to get it this month or next month, probably. I'm thinking about trying just 1 month of just changing do the Weight Watchers, do my eating. I'm going to try to stick with more like fish and chicken more than any other kind of meats. Since I am a little anemic, I am going to make sure I'm staying on top of my iron vitamins. Because I'm not going to be getting so much iron with my meats, and I don't absorb it very well anyway. So, but I'm thinking about starting that. And as far as my fruits and vegetables being raw, I may put my fruits. I can put in my smoothies. I can do that. I'll just do the frozen ones, and it'll puree it basically. I can do that in my smoothies. Vegetables, I'm just gonna have to have them. Just gonna have to be what do you call it? Cooked. I'm just gonna have to deal with that. That's just until I get my teeth done. That's gonna have to work. But Yeah, guys. So this has been like 30 minutes of me talking about weight. So I guess that's what the title of this video is going to be. Is going to be my weight loss journey. This is going to be day 1. I'm still trying to figure it out. I was supposed to start last month, but I had so much other things on my plate. This month, I still have a little bit of things on my plate, and I still got other things I need to do besides me working out and eating and focusing on that only. I still got other factors going on. But I like to get some kind of what do you call it? Some kind of, not really program, but some kind of routine to go on. I'm really proud of my husband, though. My husband has been working on his own things. He's been tracking his blood sugars. He thinks his blood sugars, he thinks he's insulin resistant. So he's really trying to be working on that. He hasn't been diagnosed. He hasn't gone to the doctors, but he did buy himself a glucose monitor. He's been monitoring it. He's been Googling it. He's been reading up on it, and he's been working on doing his own thing, but he's been so supportive that he's not pushing me to do this. So I'm doing my thing, he's going to do his thing, and hope for the best that it works and we get healthier and better. I'm proud of my daughter in college. Since she started college, she has lost so much weight, but healthy wise weight. She has been making sure she's eating, but she's also been making sure she does go to the gym, and she does walk a lot everywhere now. So I think she's doing better too, because I mean, we're all not thin, we're all not really, really, really badly overweight, but we all are getting older, and we need to take care of our health, and we try to break that cycle that's in our family and our genetics, because it does not work with us at all. Our whole genetic makeup works against us. So if you resonate with this, guys, go ahead and like and hit that notification bell. Comment down below too, because I would love to have some partners here with me. If you're starting your journey off, I love to support you guys. I comment, I respond. Please be nice and kindful. I mean, do not sit there and belittle somebody, and do not sit there, and I really would not take it. If I'm all about freedom of speech, but at the same time, I'm not going to tolerate bulliness. You can say what you want to say, but be constructive in saying it. If you're going to leave criticism, give me something to go with here. Don't just sit there and say, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, whatever. Do not be like that. Sit there and say, hey, you know what? This could probably help better for you. Give me ideas, give me pointers, help me out here. I need budget friendly. I'm a lazy cook, so I am all for those. I'm a big, for some reason, and this is probably what's hurt me too, is I am big on those pre-made meals, like those lean cuisines. I love Amy's because they're all organic, but it's like, and it gives you it only gives you like a cup of, and that's it. And there's no meat in it. It's basically beans or tofu. But I love those. I'll eat those for lunch almost every day. But anything that makes it so, I'm a lazy cook, so it's like anything that makes it where ideas on recipes, or do you have websites or something like that I can go to and look at, or whatever it is, I welcome it. But as always, guys, thanks you for the love and support. Thanks for being here, and I hope you guys stay tuned. Make sure you follow, like, comment, share, subscribe, everything. And I love you guys, and be safe and be well, and thank you for watching. Bye.